everyone. It's really nice to meet you. Please make yourself comfortable. How are you feeling about being here today?
A little nervous, to be honest. I
Mm-hmm.
have never done counseling before, so I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to say.
Right. That's completely okay because a lot of people feel unsure during their first session. There's really no right or wrong way to do this. We can just have a conversation where we can just take things at a pace that feels very comfortable to you.
Okay, that helps a bit.
Mm-hmm. So that's good. If at any point there is something that I ask and you feel like it doesn't make sense, you can just ask me to clarify. And I also want to assure you that whatever you share with me in this session is confidential, unless there is at any point I feel like what you're sharing is uh, threatening your safety or the safety of others, then I'll have to take action.
Okay, I might do that actually.
Okay, so that's perfectly fine. I think we're good to go. So maybe we can start with what made you decide to come today.
Well, I guess the main thing is that I really have a hard time saying no to people.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like friends, family, classmates. If someone asks me to help them with something, I almost always say yes, even if I'm already busy.
Right. It sounds like supporting others is really important to you.
Yeah, it is. I just don't want people to think I'm selfish or something.
Uh-huh. So yeah, that makes sense. Um, a lot of times we might want to um, be supportive, and I guess wanting to be supportive and caring is something we all value in our relationships.
Yeah, but the problem is that sometimes I end up completely overwhelmed.
Uh-huh. So in trying to be there for everyone, in trying to be there for everyone else, you sometimes end up with more than you can realistically handle, right?
Exactly. And then I kind of get annoyed with myself later.
Annoyed with yourself.
Yeah, uh, like I'll end up late finishing. Sorry, I'll be up late finishing my own work, and I'm thinking, why did I say yes again?
That sounds frustrating.
It is, and I know I could have just said no, but in the moment it feels really hard.
Ah, totally get that. Yeah. So, what do you notice happening in that exact moment when someone asks for your help?
Honestly, I think I panic a little.
Uh huh. You panic?
Yeah, like my brain goes straight to, if I say no, they'll be upset.
Okay. So, the worry about disappointing them shows up pretty quickly.
Yes, very quickly, like immediately.
Mm-hmm. And then the yes comes out before you've had time to even think it through.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So sometimes we tend to be in situations which happen quickly, and it can help. One of the things that can really help is by taking a brief pause before responding.
Like, just not answer right away.
Exactly, yes. So you can take a few seconds to check in with yourself and you ask yourself, like, what do I actually have the capacity to do right now? What can I handle in this moment?
Mm-hmm. I have never really thought of doing that.
Ah, yeah, most people haven't. It's we are often used to responding immediately.
Yeah, especially when someone is like standing there waiting for an answer.
Yes, yes, that's true because there's pressure in that moment, and that pressure can make it feel even harder.
Yeah, I'll probably feel awkward just standing there thinking.
Yeah, that's true. That's understandable because even something simple like saying, you know, if even if you just take a moment to say something like, "Let me check my schedule for a moment," can give you space to respond appropriately.
Oh, that's actually a good idea.
Yes. Uh-huh. So let me ask. I'd like to know if there has been a recent situation where this has happened.
Yeah, actually, this week.
Uh-huh. So what happened? What happened this week?
A friend asked me to help with their assignment, and I had not, and I had my own assignment due the next day.
Uh-huh. Right. So what went through your mind when they asked?
I think I immediately thought if I say no, they'll think I'm being mean.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Um, so when what did you sort of end up doing ultimately?
I said yes, obviously.
Right. Okay, so and how did that work out for you eventually?
I stayed up really late finishing my own work and felt pretty stressed.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I get that. That sounds really exhausting, doesn't it?
Yeah, not my best decision.
Mm-hmm. For sure. So, I would like you to um, there's a technique, or I'd like to ask if you'd be open to trying a different way of responding when you're in such kind of situations when they come up again.
Sure, I'm curious.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'd like us to imagine that you are in the same scenario. Again, your friend has approached you and is asking for your help, but you already have a lot on your plate. So, one possible response would sound something like, I understand your assignment is important and I'd really like to support you, but right now I'm working on my own deadline, so I won't be able to help tonight. Can I maybe, um, can we look at it tomorrow together, maybe?
Yeah, that actually sounds normal.
Mm-hmm. So, what do you notice about this response?
It does not sound rude. I think that's what I'm always worried about.
Uh-huh, okay. So you worried that it might come across as rude.
Yes.
All right. Okay, so what you're doing in that response is sort of acknowledging the other person while also being honest about what you personally need.
Yeah, I like that it still shows that I care.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah.
I feel like saying it in real life might still be a bit scary though.
Yeah, I get it. That's very normal because new ways of responding can feel uncomfortable at first while we're trying to adjust to them.
Yeah, I'd probably rehearse it in my head like 10 times fast.
Yeah, okay, that sounds like a good strategy. You can probably try that out. Hmm. So, before we end our session today, I'd like to try a short reflection exercise with you. It normally helps people think about what they want their life to feel like.
Okay, what do I have to do?
Right. So I just want you to use your imagination for a moment, I want you to imagine an island that represents your ideal place to live. What does the environment look like?
Probably a beach. I feel like beaches make everything better.
Mm-hmm. Okay, right. That sounds very peaceful. What else do you notice around you?
There are trees and it's quiet.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Um, what is the weather? What is the weather like?
Warm but not too hot.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And what might your daily life look like there?
Um, I think I'd have a small house and time to focus on things without feeling rushed all the time.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Would other people live in the island?
Yeah, but just close friends.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, what would be important about the way people treat each other in this island?
I think people will respect each other's time.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That sounds very meaningful. When you compare that island to your life right now, what stands out for you?
On the island, things feel calmer and like I have more control over my time.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's a very notable and helpful observation. So, and today you have shared a lot, and we've talked about how difficult it can be to say no, and we've explored a few different ways in which you might respond to these situations. What do you think about everything that we've discussed?
Yeah, I actually feel like I understand the problem a bit more now.
Ah, right. That's a really good place to start because solving a problem starts by knowing what it is first.
And the example you gave earlier, I might actually try saying something like that.
Yeah, that sounds like a really good step.
Thank you. I'm glad I came today.
Right. I'm really glad you came too. I appreciate how you've been quite open throughout the session.